The MEMEX project promoted social cohesion through collaborative and heritage-related tools. They provided inclusive access to tangible and intangible cultural heritage and facilitated discussions and interactions between communities at risk of social exclusion. MEMEX created a bespoke and unique map of pilot locations filled with intangible content, stories of people. The stories are geolocated and interlinked with the surrounding cultural heritage and each other. They shine a new light on pilot locations in Paris, Barcelona and Lisbon and their intangible cultural heritage. The map is the backbone of the mobile app developed by MEMEX. The app, through co-design, brought together local communities and project participants to capture the tangible and intangible cultural heritage across 3 pilot cities. The technologies behind MEMEX spanned 4 areas: co-designed mobile app for digital storytelling, knowledge graph connecting open information about objects, places, people and general knowledge of the pilot locations, connected story-based journeys across pilot locations, and augmented reality for bringing the stories to life. MEMEX embraced digital storytelling as a creative practice and process combining the art of telling stories and digital technologies such as video and audio. It brought a strong autobiographical perspective connected to cultural heritage, which acted as a trigger. The process resulted in a new set of methodologies for storytelling co-designed with participants and stakeholders. It consisted of moderated discussions about migration and communities at risk of exclusion, creation of individual scenarios and storyboarding, co-creation of interactive design concepts, presenting and discussing paper-based prototypes. The co-design approach helped mutual understanding of the app and its features in order to create an inclusive storytelling tool. The development of the mobile app consisted of 3 minimum viable prototypes called MVPs. MVP 1 focused on base functionalities for writing stories. MVP 2 focused on creating connections between stories and knowledge. MVP 3 focused on the connections between stories and their connections to physical places through augmented reality. The stories are linked to the geographical locations of tangible and intangible cultural places and objects within a knowledge graph. It is a graph-like structure with nodes and edges that define relationships between each story's elements. MEMEX knowledge graph has 4 main types of nodes: places with associated geolocations, knowledge consisting of facts and intangible cultural heritage such as artistic movements and events, memories which are user-created content and stories connected to the places or knowledge, journeys that allow to dynamically navigate through sequences of memories. The graph has also connections between nodes which form relations between places and knowledge. MEMEX developed a data ingestion tool to crawl data from different sources: Wikidata, Europeana and Mapillary. Its mechanism is a recursive algorithm that, starting from the set of nodes located in the pilot area, explores all the connections within a certain number of steps. The workflow underlying the MEMEX KG ingestion tool follows a number of steps. Given a city name, the bounding box is created using OpenStreetMap API. Using the bounding box information about the objects in the area, the knowledge graph is built using data from Wikidata, Europeana and other sources. The data ingestion can be narrowed down by the user, for example, to areas of interest, e.g. museums. The specified tangible heritage is then stored in a knowledge graph as places and linked to ingested related content as knowledge. The knowledge is then expanded over a series of iterations ingesting related content. The MEMEX project aimed to help people at risk of social exclusion to integrate into society through storytelling. The participants from pilot locations were given a voice to tell their stories and opportunities to connect with the local community. MEMEX brought their stories to a wider public and exact location thanks to augmented reality. It allowed the objects and places to be displayed in the mobile app as floating markers in real time and real environment. The users could interact with them to seamlessly move between the places and stories. MEMEX modeled a virtual scene to accurately locate each story in 3 dimensions and connected the stories to the scene. MEMEX created a tool to aid this process by providing a quick and easy setup, building on commercially available technologies, allowing quick annotation of objects, and linking objects to content within the knowledge graph using contextual visual and geographical search. To aid the object's localization, MEMEX mapped the pilot areas using an innovative capture setup utilizing a set of mobile phones and a 360 camera. This simple backpack setup allowed mapping geographical areas, especially the ones inaccessible to vehicles, to provide a large part of the crowdsourced data to the knowledge graph. In addition, this system robustly tracked across outdoor and indoor transitions, for example, through doorways or underground, allowing for continuous maps to be created. In a nutshell, the key technological contributions of MEMEX were a co-designed web and augmented reality mobile app, knowledge graph intertwining cultural heritage and stories, mapping pilot areas with object annotations, and a fast AR creator tool.